Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. Yeah, LINK looks quite friendly today again. As you can see here, it's forming actually here on the larger time frame perspective, on the larger time frame chart basically. It looks a bit like a bullish flag that's forming here, a bullish pennant, and it seems like at least one more high is needed to complete this structure here in this wave one, which is why I'm still short-term also bullish on LINK. As you will probably know if you followed my recent videos. Ideally, we want to avoid that the price breaks back below that sort of $9.50 level, which is the previous breakout point and the previous resistance from 2022, where the price, hovered within this range. And then, yeah, there was a breakout, absolutely, and that changed the behavior of this chart. And it was when Bitcoin sort of changed its behavior as well, and when we saw across the board altcoins break out of their bear market structures. So that was pretty good, but you definitely want to avoid the price get back into this forever range here. That would certainly not have bullish implications. Now, therefore, the idea is currently that a 5-wave move to the upside is likely underway here. And from this June low, we have a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and ideally we get another wave 5. And there are different ways of how you can measure targets for these wave 5s, which, by the way, would complete most likely a wave 1 in the bullish scenario. And then a wave 2 pullback would follow, and a third wave would be the breakout. So we talk about these targets on the smaller time frame in a minute, but I wanted to share with you the longer time frame as well, just to give you an idea that, of course, there are bearish possibilities still available here. But as long as micro support levels are holding, which we can see on our smaller time frame analysis, there's actually no reason to really focus on it. But of course, we need to know, something bearish could play out. Anything could always happen anywhere in life, in all areas of life, really. But again, we can really only analyze what we see, and we know that we currently have seen, quite impulsive price action to the upside, and we're holding above support. So there is no main reason to focus on new bear market lows now. But if you're interested in a bearish scenario, it would be a wave 1 to the downside in an ABC. So we're likely dealing with a large diagonal to the downside, but wave 1. Then ABC, a flat structure here to the upside in wave 2. And from here, we could still break down, okay? And there are also some resistance areas that we could put onto the chart that are based on this bearish scenario. And the resistance, which however hasn't really been, it has been respected, but the 38.2 down there not. But the 50% fib level is being respected, yeah. That's at $17. So it is something to be aware of, but there is not a rejection where I would say, okay, it's going to come down from here with a high likelihood. I would then need to see support break first. So I still lean towards further upside. And then my target is sort of $21 plus for the next wave up. That could send it also here to the golden ratio, which is very close to that. So $22.36. So please be aware of that. If we go to the smaller time frame analysis, we see here this, what I just called a bullish flag or a pennant or whatever it is. It's a range essentially after a strong uptrend. And it's possible that this, obviously we talked about a potential 5-wave move from the June lows. This here could have marked the low of the wave 4, the low in January. And we might be in this wave 5, obviously, to the upside, which again should be a 5-wave move up. I discussed all that in previous updates. Could have seen a wave 1 here, a wave 2 pullback. Wave 3 could be unfolding right now. Then there should be a wave 4 and a wave 5 that can send us to $21 plus. If we are dealing indeed with this third wave right now, then ideally it gets sort of towards, $17, $18. And it should ideally be an ABC structure that's forming here, but don't think we could nail the micro count here necessarily. That's going to be really challenging because we're dealing with an ending diagonal. In an ending diagonal, you have to expect pullbacks where you normally don't expect them. Expect a bit of messy price action. That's typically the case in these ending diagonals. Best I can say is that here in our recent trend reversal area, we had the price reverse, obviously, after it formed an ABC flat structure, bottomed in wave 2. We could now be in wave 3, target around $18. I'm watching for a pullback to start at some point. This here could be the A wave to the upside. B wave pullback is next. Ideal support range at the moment on the micro level is at $13.87. goes up to 1459, and then from here we could see a C wave to the upside higher. That could complete wave 3, then a 4, then a 5, yeah? So that's sort of what I'm watching for next, but there is currently no evidence really that this B wave pullback has started. If we extend this trend line, however, you see that it might just simply, it's currently acting as resistance. So it's an ideal spot to start that B wave pullback, especially as the A wave seems to be a complete 5-wave move right now. So I'll keep you updated. Still though, there is no confirmation for a pullback at this stage, so don't necessarily expect it. We can watch for it, but it takes a little bit more to confirm that this A wave has indeed formed a top. That's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.